Oh my God, there's a freaking wasp nest. There's a wasp nest living in my intake. Give me a second, holy crap. What is going on YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Random. And I know you guys read that title and you saw the thumbnail picture. Man, it is cold as hell out here today. Speaking of cold, that's right, today we're gonna be installing a cold air intake on the old Lincoln Mark VII, AKA the Cocaine Cowboy. Contrary to what Scotty Kilmer says, installing a cold air intake on these old high output 5.0s actually has been proven to increase horsepower. And there's actually, what the hell, dude? Anyways, there actually has been a bunch of dyno graphs and data out there to back that up. Now, besides adding a little bit of power, adding a cold air intake frees up a little bit of space here on the engine bay area. Not to mention, I think personally, my opinion though, I know right now somebody's typing something completely different, but my opinion, I think a cold air intake kind of livens up the look. It looks a little bit better and kind of brings the whole look together. So we're just gonna jump right into this install. At the end, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of revving. You know, you can hear what that whistle, that intake whistle sounds like. We're going to take the car out on a spin, see if there's actually any noticeable difference. But right before we go, guys, I know. Okay, I'm going to put this down for a second. We're actually going to get back to this in just a second. I realized something. This car's 5.0 does not come with a mass airflow sensor. There's no mass airflow sensor on this thing. I had no idea. I had nobody to talk to about this. Thankfully, did some research, found out installing one of these is perfectly fine. You only really need a mass airflow sensor if you're going to change the cams or if you're going to add a supercharger or big power like that. But some intake, some exhaust work, you're good to go. So due to the fact that this does not have a mass airflow sensor, this gap right here that's needed to complete the whole tubing assembly was missing. So I just love how sometimes things just come full circle. This gap right here, this actually came off of my original Crown Victoria, the black one that's out there that with the transmission issues with the Marauder front end conversion. The OG Crown Vic is going to be living now in the Cocaine Cowboy, man. That's freaking awesome. It just kind of comes full circle. I had to fabricate this whole thing right here. From this point on right here, this whole point on, I had to kind of put all this stuff together. It only really came with this part. So we're gonna see just how well this works. And without further ado, man, let's go ahead and rip this thing apart and install an SR, by the way, SR cold air intake. Here we go. Like 1938 flathead screwdriver right here, man. Keeping it old school, keeping the whole theme old school. Lincoln, old school hot rod Lincoln. Old ass Depression era flathead screwdriver. That's how we do it out here, man. Oh my God, there's a freaking wasp nest. There's a wasp nest living in my intake. Give me a second, holy crap. All right, hold on. Oh my God, dude. What the freak? Thank God I'm installing this thing. What the hell? Check it out. All right, guys, we got another situation when installing this. Thankfully, I'm actually kind of happy that it happened this way. I'm going to show you why real quick. Okay, so you see this part of the strut tower here, right? This elbow, you see some scratches there. It doesn't have the bend that the stock elbow has. Okay, so that's an issue, fine. But you know what? I just realized I could just use the stock elbow and mount this beefy ass filter end to it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So it's still going to get mounted. I'm going to eliminate this whole bee's nest thing in here, and it's still going to get mounted inside the fender, which is perfect for optimal airflow. But I also realized this tubing is actually thinner than the stock tubing. It doesn't look like that on camera, but believe me, it is. So you know what, it kind of worked out, man. So here we go. To get this giant airbox out of the way. Look at that, 91, man. OG right there. That airbox is located in that hole right there. In order to get that out of there, you gotta actually undo this entire front plastic clip right there, and then you can either pull it out through this hole, or you gotta undo this plastic panel back here and it'll come out that way as well. By far the most pain in the ass thing out of this whole installation. And here we go, we are finally done. SR cold air intake installed on a Lincoln Mark 7. The filter is in there. I don't want to drop my GoPro, but it's in there, I assure you. Now the only thing left to do, guys, is to take this thing out on the road. If there's any noticeable difference, one thing I forgot to mention is these cars are notorious for having really bad and corroding battery connectors right here. As you guys can see, I installed a new one. I actually had to rewire it, which was another pain in the ass. This one's going to be next, but this one's in a lot better shape than the last one was. It literally broke in half as I was trying to bolt it back on. Also, car is riding on a brand new battery as well. So we're good to go. Here we go. All right, guys, so as we head on down the highway to do our first test run of the SR cold air intake, I'm gonna take 5 seconds to do a shameless plug for my next video. Next video is gonna be an exhaust face-off between the Mark 7, the Crown Victoria, and the Coyote California Special Mustang GT. Guys, you do not want to miss it. I'm gonna go all out. You've never seen any of these cars lined up together in one place, I guarantee you. Especially seeing which one has the loudest and best sounding exhaust, man. You guys don't want to miss it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get out of this icy area. Oh, shit, a second, there's some people walking. So I'm gonna exit really slowly because I don't want to run these people over. All right, so now that we got a little area to stop at real quick, we're gonna do a dig test. Here we go. Oh, I put my head back. Oh yeah. Oh my God, dude, it's noticeable. It's freaking noticeable. Okay, it's like, it's hard to explain, but all right, hold on, let me do like a half 30 mile an hour little here we go. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, it's very noticeable. It feels like the accelerator is lighter. It's hard to understand if you haven't driven this car. When you drive it, it feels like a tank. And look how fast, like that, it just starts picking up. Watch. Look at that. As soon as I mash the gas, watch. It just starts picking up. Okay, nobody. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do another little pulling. Oh, come on, buddy. Come on, cocaine cowboy. Woo! She picks up and goes, baby. Woo! That was probably the slowest 0 to 60 I've ever done, but holy crap, it felt awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. I can, look at this. You can feel the difference. Ooh, she's purring. All right, guys, one more for you guys. We got a car behind me. He thinks I'm gonna be the slow ass Lincoln. Well, guess what, boy? I'm gone. Damn. No matter what brand you get, no matter what style you get, if you have an old 5.0 Mustang GT or Thunderbird or Cougar or Lincoln Mark 7, like old cocaine cowboy over here, man, get yourself a cold air intake. For the modern engines, it might not be that much of a difference. For these old ass boats, I guarantee you will definitely feel the difference, guys. Oh damn, boy. Okay, I see you. Anyways, stay tuned for the next video. Little exhaust rev battle between these three monsters. One old 5.0, a new 5.0, and of course the legendary Crown Victoria. Catch you guys on the next one.